Can they see me? Can they see me?
Oh, they were.
Auntie Roslyn,
Yes, I can see you.
can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I'm muted.
Okay. Now I need to check on YouTube if our chat is showing. Can you check on YouTube if our chat is showing? And if you can hear me well on YouTube, ask the kids to go to YouTube if they can hear me. Mira has joined. Mira, can you see the chart?
Yes, man, God.
Okay, good. Okay. All right, everything is good. We are live. All right, I figured it out. Awesome. So, okay, so we are chatting. We are going to do our daily bias on MES. That's micro um, ES. So we're going to do our daily bias and come up with our analysis and how we're going to trade today. And then we're also going to do that for MYM if we have time. It's already 9 o'clock. So let's do that. First, for our daily bias, we start with the day. We go to the daily on the chart. Okay. So we go to the daily. We want to mark the current day high, previous high, I'm going to mark one more, even though I know that we might not get there. Another previous high. And then we're going to mark the current low on the candle. You mark the week. So I like to do that as green because when I'm trading, I'm not able to differentiate. I don't know how people do everything the same color like gray when they are trading now. For me, I'm not able to tell. I get confused. So color coordination helps me. But everyone is different. So then we go for another previous low. That would be like our second TP if our bias is short. Another previous low. That would be another TP. And then another low. You go for the week. You can do one more low if you want. It's right down here. You're going to look for key areas. Okay. So we have marked we've marked our daily. We go to the 4 hours. 4-hour time frame. We try to do the same. 4 hour, we are looking for support, and we are looking for demand and supply zones. So when you see the week, when you see this week shoot up like this, right? It means that when the week shoots up like this, it means that this is a resistance. Price is resisting, so that it creates a supply zone. And you can see that it's the same here. So then we can and you see how it matches that resistance from the daily. The area of resistance from the daily. So then you mark, since it's a zone, it's a whole long wick, you create a zone with it. I like to make that red. Are you guys there?
Yes, no God, I'm here.
Is Edan gone?
I don't know.
Okay, so that's our supply zone, and then we come to this week also. This creates an area of demand, but we can also see an area of demand here, a 4-hour area of demand. So we can do this here. A demand is where we go long, where buyers are. So buyers push that week, they push the week up. That's a 4-hour area of demand. I like that to be green. Okay, you come down here. This is another area of demand right here. Okay, that's on the 4-hour. And then lastly, you have this other. You can also just extend it like that. That's a whole area of demand, or maybe we use this one right instead. And we can take that to when we get to 1 hour. So then we go to the 1 hour. I think you're the only one here. So we go to the 1 hour. Can you see this? Can you see the chart?
Yes, I can see.
Okay. So you can see how the daily markup of the supply area matched the 4 hours zone of supply, and then now it's matching the 1 hour zone of supply. Even for the next candle, you can see how everything is matching.
Yeah.
So those are confluences. It means you're having more than one confirmation, which makes it a stronger zone. So now we are the 1 hour. Here is another area of supply right here. I mean an area of demand, sorry, right here, this week. So that's a 1 hour demand. Because it's 1 hour demand, I think I'm going to make it a light gray so that I remember that's a 1 hour demand, and the green one is 4 hours. So green ones are 4 hours and daily, so they are stronger. Even 1 hour is strong. Or maybe I can make it a lighter shade of green. Yeah, that helps me to know that that's 1 hour. And then we come down here. This is another, for the 1 hour, this is another area of supply, of demand here. It's another area of demand. See, price is running up, is breaking this supply. That's fine, because when market opens, we're going to look for reversal. When market opens, we might wait for it to break and come back down. Or maybe today is a run-up day, and we have to also check. I think this week is full of news.
Yeah, I checked the forest factory also.
Yeah, I have to make sure. We have to later on check the news. What news are happening today? Okay, that's another area of demand. That's 1 hour demand. This 4 hour demand should be up there. Yeah. All right. So then coming down, we don't have any more until here. That's 1 hour area of demand here. So okay, that's one area of demand. Right here, this is our daily area of demand, which makes it a very strong zone, and we could see that when you price try to rise up here, right? When
Yeah.
price tries to rise up, it was pushed down, but then buyers, you can see a strong area of demand is where you have 3 or so candles running straight up. That tells you it's a
Yeah.
strong demand. 1, 2, 3. You can see all that volatile move. So that's a strong zone of demand. That's a strong demand zone. Okay. So now we can go to, and then another thing that I do is on the 1 hour, I try to mark Asia high and low. I mark my Asia high and low so that it acts as a point of reference for me for key zones, for liquidity, sorry. So Asia high is at 7 p.m.
That should be mid
So that will be
1
Asia
a.m.
low. It will
for
be
us.
Asia low, huh?
That should be 1 a.m. for us.
Mm.
Right, I think.
So that's Asia low. I like to make that black. Asia high and low, I make it black so it helps me know. And then Asia high, it ends at 3 a.m. So this is the zone between Asia high and low. And now price has already broken it. Right? So price has broken it. Let's go now to 30 minutes. I want to see what's happening here. But we can see here that price tried to enter into this area, this zone of supply, and right,
Yeah.
and there's resistance. Sellers pushed it down. So
Yeah.
it's trying to still enter in, and it's being resisted. So maybe by the time market opens, we're going to have it running back down. So then this will be a great zone where an area where if price break past coming to the down, you can enter for short, and then you take it to this area of demand. You take it to this place of demand because that's where buyers are. So then that will be your TP1, right? And then your TP2 will be the bottom of this. So if you get here and price continue breaking, then that's your TP1. Sometimes it's just good with this market. There have not been continuation, so it's just good to take it to TP1 and come out.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
you then you look for second trade if you want.
Yeah.
If you're waiting for long, whatever.
Yeah. That's what I've done this morning also.
See, we
After
can see,
TP1.
you guys see the rejection.
Yeah.
Okay, so here is our possibility or our thesis for this morning, that as price is right as a rejection, it can just reject and come here. Right, that is why is this thing moving? Okay, that's 52 points, right? That's 52 points. So 52 points times 5, that's 110. $110 for one MES. If you're trading 2 for your funded, that's 210. That's good money for today. So that's not bad. And then if you're doing 2 MES, you're going to be risking $200. I mean $100. So if you make $100 and make 100 and something, that you're having a one-to-one risk to reward. Anyway, so those are our thesis. Let me go to 15 minutes and then we look for some people take this trade, but I want to, when I come to 15 minutes, I want to look for fair value gap. Here's a fair value gap right here as a way to enter right here. Okay, and my fair value gap, I like to make it purple so that I remember. And do whatever works for you. For me, I'm color coordinated. If not, I get confused. Somebody will take this trade. It's coming down. Somebody will take this trade. I say right now. Let me put let me set an alert right here. Why is not asking me to set? Why is not letting me set an alert? Wait, hold on. Okay, here I'll set an alert there. If it breaks this zone down here, it's a sell. It's a sell, but it's going to be a short sell. It's going to be from 455 to 450. That's not good. Or maybe you take it down to 445. Yeah, that's why even with the zones I mark like that, I'll prefer to wait until market opens, because if it breaks it before market opens, it will go and retest and create you a better zone, right? If it invalidates this zone, it's coming there. If it invalidates this area, then when market opens, I'll take this out. Then you can now, if market comes and tests it and go back up, it gives you a wider range to trade. So that's our thesis. Our thesis is that if you go to, another thing you can do is, let me go to the 5 minutes and maybe, yep, it's going to break it. But I don't want to, I don't have a rule not to trade before market open. Anyways, if it breaks it, this is where the buy zone is. Let's see what happens. But then there's also, this is also a neckline for if this becomes like a double top, you can see a double top forming. So if you want to take another low, you're going to wait for this zone to break, this neckline to break right here. That's the second one we can use. Can you guys see that?
I didn't see that one. Where's the
Right here.
neckline?
Right here. Okay, you see
It
this
breaks
is
up
like,
here.
this is an M and then it goes like that. This is a second M coming down. So if it comes down and breaks this, all this both area,
Yeah.
that's the neckline of the double top, which is a short, a sales pattern. If it breaks it, then you can wait for a confirmation around here to go short. Or this is Asia high, right? The market can come down. It can come here and bounce on this Asia high and go higher when market opens. Or if it breaks Asia high, you have to wait for it to break this line, and then maybe you come down to come and get liquidity for Asia low. So that's another area to go low, because it's seeking for buy side liquidity. Since we are high, we are going up. Let's go to, we didn't look at our buyers. Let me see where the trend is right now. Right? You can do that also by, you can do that by using the 13 EMA. Okay, so if you're looking at the 15 minutes, price is above the 13 EMA, which means that you can say the bias, our trend is up today. If you want, or you want to check the 13 EMA on the 1 hour. Even with that, the trend is still up, right? If you check prices below the 13 EMA, then you say the trend is down. Let's look for the daily or 4 hours and see. For the 4 hours, the trend is still up because it's a little price. Okay, no, price is below the 13 EMA. Therefore, for the daily, price will be below 13 EMA as well. So let's see what market does. It might just be bouncing. So based on this, on the daily, the trend is down. On the 4 hour, the trend is down. On the 1 hour, the trend is up. So but the trend is hitting resistance. We are at this resistance area, so we are looking for shorts. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go to MYM, which is US30. US30, we're going to do this fast because we don't have time. Okay. That's our current low. The previous low. Another low. Another low.
Is it possible to take a screenshot for this? I really want to see how you mark this daily.
Yeah, when you go back to the video, you can screenshot it.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Okay, so then this is our daily. On the daily on US30, we are down. Can you guys see that?
Yes.
Okay, we are down. Meanwhile, we are really down. Okay, so that's our current high, previous high. I don't want to mark. I mean, price is not going to go that far. We're on a downtrend. Okay, so let's go to 4 hours. In the 4 hour, we are still down because price, the wick is down. It's pushed the price down. So now this is a whole area of resistance for us. Oh, come on now, what's going on? I'm trying to make this thing red. Okay, that's our area of resistance on the 4 hour. This is our area of demand on the 4 hour is very small. We make that green, heavy green. Okay, so then we come down here. Here also, this is an area of demand, but it matches with this whole area. So we are going to take this whole area here. It's a huge, strong demand area because it matches with the daily and the 4 hour. So it's going to take a lot for price to break it. Okay, let's go to the 1 hour. Or maybe I should do one more up there because price might break up, might go to the upside. Here's another areas. It's a continuation of supply here that goes up here, but let's do this one. Okay, let's go to the 1 hour. 1 hour, let's check, let's look for, oh, sorry, let's look for Asia high and low. So this is Asia low right here. I make that black. That helps me to remember when I see it. The Asia high is 3 a.m. right there. So price has broken that, those both. So chances are that price will come and retest here and go higher or break it. If price breaks this area, you can trade from here to this, from this demand. If it breaks this demand, you can trade from here to here. So let's set an alert right here. This is a great area. If this area is broken, you take price from here to here, or to the next Asia, to Asia low. Some people say don't trade in between the Asias. I don't know, but these are demand areas as well. So you can take that to here, or down here. Okay, so then we are looking for, we've covered pretty much all areas of supply demand. There are no fair value gaps here. This is a little area of supply here, which is a continuation. Okay, let's go to, the 15 minutes and look for fair value gaps. No fair value gap here, none here. I think there's one right here. So if price continues to come down from here, then you can decide that your entrance is here too. This is an area of fair value gap. Okay, so then we have, I like to, since it's fair value gap, I like to make it purple. It helps me know that's 15 minutes fair value gap. Okay, so then you can take this as an entrance. If price keeps rejecting and comes down, then this will be your sell. If price comes here and retests, this could be your buy area here, right? So
Yeah.
you could set an alert right here also as your early sell.
This on YM, right?
Yeah, that's why
Okay.
that's your early sell. You can enter that for sell. Okay, I've put the price for sell, and then for buy if your bias is up. If price comes here, if price comes here and doesn't break and starts to go back up, you can enter buy to take it back to this resistance.
I don't know.
If you want.
Thank you.
So that's one. And then if you're selling, you can take it here. This is your first TP, and then your second TP will come down. So our thesis, especially for MYM, is short, right? Because it's only on the 15 minutes that price is above the 13 EMA. On the 30 minutes, price is above the 13 EMA. On the 1 hour, price is above 13 EMA, which is good. which is shows buy side, but from 4 hours price is below. So it all depends how you want to take it, but we've been on a downtrend all this while. I'll go with uh you can go with either, like looking at this. If price comes here and goes back up, hey, fine. But if price breaks resistance and comes down, you go for a sell. If price comes to demand and wants to go up, you go for a buy. Right?
Mhm.
Any questions?
Mm, no, woman of God.
I have a question with regards to the way you mark the demand and supply zone, because I used to think that maybe it's, let's say, for the demand zone it would be just um the last candle before the last red candle before the buyers take over the market.
The last candle. Okay. You know, we can, let's,
Yeah.
since the market is about to open, we'll talk about that later.
Okay. Okay. That's fine.
Yeah. All right. Trading affirmation. I am a disciplined and patient trader, not an impulsive one.
I am a disciplined
The
and
discipline
patient
and
trader,
patience
not an
is an
impulsive one.
important one.
I trade from clarity, not urgency.
I
I
trade
trade
from
from
clarity,
clarity, not
not
urgency.
urgency.
My worth is not tied to a single trade or a single day.
My
My
worth
worth
is
is
not
not
tied
tied
to
to
a
a
single trade
single
or
trade
single
or a
day.
single day.
I am a steward of capital, not a gambler chasing outcomes.
I
I
am
am
a
a steward
steward of
of
capital,
capital, not a
not a
gambler chasing
gambler chasing
outcomes.
outcome.
I do not need to be in every move to be successful.
I do not
I do
need to be
not
in
need to
every
be in
move to be
every move to be
successful.
successful.
I respect risk because preservation creates longevity.
I respect
I
risk
think
because
it's because
preservation
we
creates
study
longevity.
everything.
One clean trade is enough. I do not need revenge.
One clean
One
trade
clean
is
trade
enough.
is enough. I do not need
Not need
revenge.
revenge.
I am okay missing trades. Peace is profit too.
I am okay missing trades.
Missing trade, peace is profit.
I follow my rules even when emotions are loud.
I
I
follow my
follow
rules
my
even
rules
though
even
when
when
emotions are loud.
My edge plays out over time, not in one moment.
My edge plays over time,
people
not in
over
one
cannot
month.
in one moment.
So this is now for your nervous system. I slow down when I feel the urge to rush.
I
I
slow
slow
down
down
when I
when
feel
I
the urge
feel
to
the urge
rush.
to work.
Urgency is not instruction, it is a signal to pause.
Urgency is
Urgency
not
is not
instruction, it's a
instruction, it's a
signal to
signal to
pause.
pause.
I do not chase candles, I wait for confirmation.
I
I
do
do
not
not
chase
chase
candles. I
candles,
wait
I
for
wait for
confirmation.
confirmation.
I can sit in stillness without forcing trades.
I can sit in stillness without
No,
forcing
not forcing
trades.
trades.
I am in control of my clicks, not my impulses.
I
I am
am
in
in control
control of my clicks,
of
not my
not my
impulses.
impulses.
God is my source, not the market.
God is
God
my
is my
source,
source,
not the
not the
market.
market.
I trade with wisdom, patience, and self control.
I trade with
I trade
wisdom,
with
patience,
wisdom,
and self
patience, and
control.
self-control.
The Holy Spirit leads me into discipline and restraint.
The Holy Spirit
The
leads
Holy
me into
Spirit leads me
discipline
into
and
discipline
restraint.
and restraint.
I will not strive,
I
I
will
will
not
not
strive.
strive.
I will steward what is given.
I will
I will
steward
see
what
what
is
word is
given.
given.
Peace is my confirmation, not fear or pressure.
Peace is my
This is the
confirmation, not fear or
confirmation
pressure.
of pressure.
Okay, so I don't know if you have a daily routine, but these are my daily routine. Pre-market, I pray, center myself. I read my affirmation out loud, and then I mark my chart, and I define my daily max loss. My daily max loss for EVA is 500, for funded is 250. And then I define my A plus setup, and then I mark my levels, and then and decide my trade for the day. I have maximum 3 trades. If my first trade is a green clear trade, I stop. If my first trade was just a small short profit, I can do a second one. Or if it was a loss, and then the second trade, if first and second are losses and it reaches 250, I'm done. So ask, if I lose today, will I still follow my rules? All right, we're going to end here. The market is about to open. So you guys have a great trading day. I'm going to trade off, but I'll record it and I'll post it later. Okay. Bye-bye, everyone.
Okay. Thank
Bye.
you, Mother.
I hope you guys
Thank you.
You're welcome.